Okay, right here at kickoff, I highly recommend. Bubba is supposed to go back and get the boost on his right, like behind him. He's supposed to get that boost on this kickoff, and left is supposed to go. What I recommend doing is following, like going up the middle of the path and just waiting to see what happens. So, for example, if I can get the camera to work right. So instead of being back here at this touch, you be around here, and then you realize, okay, the ball went over there, and then you start following the ball. And then you apply pressure, and then maybe you get a 50 here. Like, when I say 50, I mean like this guy and you hit the ball at the same time, and maybe, you never know. It could just go bang right in the net. Or it could go bang, bang, in center, Or, it just really just depends on how you take the 50. But that's what I recommend there. But if you're going to do this, in this situation, the ball is going over there, you're way too far away. Even if you boosted the entire time trying to catch up to the ball, it's pointless. So what I recommend is the boost pad on your left, the big boost, the 100. It looks like you start to go for it, and then you turn away from it. I guess because you see that one guy miss. But as you can see, both of his teammates are already in the corner, ready to get the ball, and the ball is in their half of the court. So even if you had boosted the entire time, like I said, then you still wouldn't have got to the ball before SmackDown does. Now, it's whatever. Uh, with all that being said, I would have gotten that boost, that 100 boost back there, and then I would be, instead of where you're at right now, which I kind of respect because you got plenty of boost. But most people will get this, and if you don't get this, the opponents will sometimes. If they push the ball, if that SmackDown dude had smacked the ball over here and he'd follow his touch, and you didn't grab this boost, congratulations. Now he has this boost, and now they've continued to have offensive pressure because they have boost. But you have plenty of boost. SmackDown doesn't do a very good job of making the most of his touch here. I'm gonna go back. See, this is what I would do. Like the same thing what he would do, or what he done right here is he grabs the boost, but he just kind of hits the ball. So if you were just a little bit more to the side, or you reacted a little bit quicker, I always recommend being, because see, if you would have grabbed this boost, you would be more like right here, okay? Instead of being over here facing this way. You don't want to hit the ball into the wall. Not always. You wanna always try and be in a position where you could hit the ball to the goal. So if you're right here and you grab this boost, then you have time to hit that ball and maybe even score it, because look at this. This is terrible positioning on these guys' parts. They are way too close together. If the ball goes over their head, it's practically like only one of them is right here. You should never be in the same square. I say that, and both me and Bubba's over here. But to be fair, Bubba is kind of in a different. We're in defense, and I'm just faster than Bubba, and I don't want to wait. This is actually a problem though, because both of us are in the goal, and I expect him to hit this. Now, looking back at this, I obviously can go up and save this, but I really did expect Bubba to hit this. And so I was awkward, and it just kind of went in. And sometimes it's better to just let your teammates get scored on, and them feel like, damn, that's my fault. I'll do better next time, instead of just catching their slack every single time, and then just like, well, they never get punished. So imagine being a child and you never get punished. You just remain a spoiled brat, So it's good to be punished sometimes. But I will say, going back to your POV here, you miss it. This guy bumped you. I would recommend, if that guy didn't bump you, to try and steal your boost. Because, oh my gosh, he went around your boost for some reason. I would have tried to secure that boost so he didn't get it. And then from there, okay, I'm gonna go back a little bit. Okay, right here. Say he didn't bump you. Okay, he still hasn't taken your boost or whatever. You still have an opportunity to swoop down here, grab this boost, come over here, and then if that hadn't been so awkward, potentially you could save this. But with the way you done it, right here, this is honestly more savable the way you done it than what I just shown you, but it's a little bit more complicated. I'm gonna put this in a little bit slow mo. Because you're honestly, if you wouldn't have pulled back up right here, because you pulled back up the wall. I'll go back a little bit. Right here was a perfect angle. All you had to do was maintain that angle, but then you pulled back up the wall. If you would have kept going down right here, you would have like came and hit this ball. Oop, went right by you. Okay, that was a replay bug. But yeah, right there, you had like just a split second before I just paused it. You had a good angle, and you would have saved that ball, which would have been like a really great save. Okay, right here, let's see. I'm not I'm not sure if the boost pad in the corner has been taken, but both me and Bubba are in the net. Bubba should be going. Bubba is way too slow in the net, and I think I even pass him in the net here. Nope, I actually double down and I go right, like I try and get even better position behind him in the net. But he should be pushing up, and then I should be in the net, waiting for you to push up behind me. That way I can push up to follow up on his touch, if he does touch it. What I recommend you doing is switching ball cam off and looking for this big boost to see if it's there. Doesn't appear it's there, but replay has a little bug. I think I grabbed it recently because I just seen myself grab it. Yeah, so I grab it. So it's not there. But I do recommend you switching cams and looking to see if that's the case. Because if that's the case, then you want to turn right here. Make sure you secure this pad. And maybe even this pad. Or you could go over here and get this pad. Probably better off getting this pad. It's situational. It really depends on what you see unfolding here. If the ball's bouncing off that corner up here, and then it's just going back to the mid, then hitting this one right here and then turning into the ball is a good play. But if the play is just being slow like it is, I recommend getting this pad, and then I'll hear you and I'll push up, and then you can be the one in goal. Two people don't need to be in the goal at the same time. It's just awkward. Alright, right here the ball's going up the wall. I recommend turning right. Like hard right. Grabbing this pad. Maybe even boosting till you get over here to this pad. And then from right here, you just watch the play unfold. And sometimes they just bring it right to you. Like, that's crazy. They bring it right to you. Okay, right here, I recommend going back post. Grabbing pad. See that boost has been taken. Just like I said earlier, pad. Grab that pad or this pad. You have options depending on what's happening. And then you just go back here and you wait. You see the ball coming. You see Bubba's touch. You follow right here. Now, see, the only reason I'm right here is because I'm noticing you're not. So you gotta understand that I'm playing differently because I'm playing with someone who's who's missing a role in a spot. So I'm having to like play two different roles basically. But anyway, imagine you're right here and I'm not right there. And then you see that, and then you're like, okay, well, then rotate back around. You know, it's just rotation is all about taking turns and then acknowledging when your play is over. And when you aren't comfortable, to don't force anything. Don't put yourself out of the play. Always try and get back to the goal to defend. Same thing here. Which I mean, this is like super beginner tips. I shouldn't say much because it's not likely I'm going to hit this ball. So I guess the safer option would be to not go upfield. But this going upfield is actually a higher skill kind of thing, because if you see me going for this ball and I hit it, potentially it could be a pass to you, but it's not likely considering there's two people right there, and you even see the guy on the far right over there. He's ready even if I hit him past these two guys. But I always recommend just going back to the left and going to the goal, like far left. Don't cut in front of Bubba here. Don't go, really you shouldn't go past this midpoint line. From right here, you know, instead of turning left into the play, go back this way. And then you wait. And then you wait. And then you wait. And then the ball comes to you. And then you can maybe make a hit off that. If not, if you can't hit that, then you circle back around. And see, I'm waiting here because no one's behind me. But if I seen you driving behind me, I'm going to push up. Alright, grab the boost and rotate. That's what I would do. Or either I would try and hit the ball and then go over the net. When I say that, I mean, like, you always want to secure your own boosts before someone else does. Because, let's see who actually grabs this boost. Oh, look, the opponents. That is not what you want. And it's probably why we get scored on here, because when they get to maintain that offensive pressure, it's not good. So, instead of turning away from the boost in this one particular spot, I recommend going for the boost. Using your boost to get to the ball, and if you're good enough, if you're confident enough to, after you've grabbed that boost, go up the wall and hit the ball. But, it's what you could do is in this situation. Alright, you get the ball, or you get the boost, I mean, and then you go up the wall, and then you go right here, back down the wall, and then you're here. That's what I would do, potentially. It's not a bad attempt, and you get a bump. Okay, what you done right there afterwards is bad. Okay, this is good. This is bad. Don't do this. Don't turn back into the play again, because look how you almost get in Bubba's way. You were so close to getting in Bubba's way. Now imagine he hits you instead of hitting the ball, and then y'all both crash, and then this guy centers that ball, and then I'm like, oh shit. Oh, you know. Don't double down on your rotation like that. Like, on your striking at the ball, don't go for the ball a second time after swing and a miss. You know, don't do that. That's bad. Ain't much we can really do there. Only thing you can do, instead of going on the middle, like going where you went, instead of doing that, you have no angle of saving this ball. The likelihood of you saving this ball is very small. I'm already in a position where I can save the ball if they let it drop. But they hit it way up here in the corner, and I can't really save it. But what I recommend see you. Okay. Put on the brakes. Turn hard right. Turn hard right. And go over here. Grab this pad. And then wait over here. And then maybe you can drive through here and save it. Alright, same thing's happening here. You need to secure your own boost. Right here it's Bubba's turn. You never know what's going to happen here. If I miss the boost, I would probably go back for the corner boost. See how I raced the dude to the boost right there? Because I don't want SmackDown there getting the boost. See, I avoided us getting scored on by Hot Rod right there by my speed. So I grabbed that boost. I got smacked around. I see SmackDown going for this boost over here. I'm like, oh hell no, I'm getting the boost. And I followed the ball. SmackDown was gonna, or Hot Rod was gonna try and score it. I said no. Apparently you're giving bumping Bubba. Sorry. At this point, I would put on the brakes so that way you don't bump Bubba and put him in a weird spot. That would have been a fine opportunity to boost and flip into the ball. Like, I know it looks like I'm going for it, and obviously I missed. Oops. That guy's probably gonna try and prioritize that boost, and he's probably gonna beat you even if you boost it all the way to it, which is good that you don't go for it. Watch, boom. Well, I don't know how he didn't get the boost. Maybe it's a bug, or maybe he has max boost already. No, he straight up missed the boost. Okay. So, this is one of those situations where you kind of got to call out if you're going to go for it or not. And it looks like, obviously, Bubba can't see you. So, it's really Bubba's ball. It's really Bubba's ball to try and score. You don't want to be pushed up too far. Right where you're at is far enough. I would even debatably say, see this circle that goes around the midfield? I would kind of just park my car right here and watch the play unfold from right here, and then just wait and see what happens. That way you're close enough to react and boost up and do something, yet if something bad happens, you're also far enough back where you can get back in defense. When you see this, you can't just like look on the ball. It's like, okay, ball, gotta hit. You know, you can't just like lock on because it's not your turn. That's an overcommit. And if I'm not like rotating right here, see how fast I'm rotating out? If I'm not doing that, then we're gonna get scored on if this doesn't score. See, if there's someone there clearing the ball. See, I was going for a demo there to ensure this goal actually happened, and then no one was there to demo because they're so far out of position. When you're at 0 boost, I highly recommend looking for a pad. You narrowly dodge that one somehow, then he grabs it. Okay, you see that pad right there in front of you, and you turn away from it. Then you turn away from the one that you were heading towards again. You're driving everywhere but in between the pads. Always be on the lookout for those pads. You will improve greatly. The great players are picking up these pads along the map. They're not just picking up the 100 boost. You also got to use the boost when you have it. But the reason why you can't get to this ball in time is because you don't have any boost. And it was kind of an awkward setup for them too. I mean, like they set up a good play. Let's see if we can blame Bubba. Let's see if we can blame Bubba. Which I don't recommend doing. I don't recommend actually like blaming teammates. It's awkward. Looks awkward for him. It's awkward for me too. Watch my people get this. Boost. Was thinking maybe Bubba has something with this. Doesn't. Try to put myself. That's the best thing you can do in certain situations. Is put yourself in between the goal, the player, and the ball. Just try and do that, and a lot of times you're going to save the ball. Where you think they're going to shoot it, put yourself there, and sometimes they'll shoot it right into you. What do I think about this one? Because this is one of them, this is Rocket League moments where everyone just fucking misses. Okay? Bubba misses. Hot Rod misses. Smackdown misses. It's a very, I would recommend, both your teammates are in front of you. I would recommend not going for this ball. You see Bubba go up, and I'm on the left. What am I doing? First of all, what am I doing? What's my thought process here? I got bumped trying to go for the mid boost, and it sent me towards the other boost. I did not want to be there. Okay, that's what's happened to me. See, I completely forgot about that. I was about to say, what am I doing? But with the circumstances being as it is, I would immediately turn left. Which, I mean, you're already really close to the ball. You're honestly closer to the ball than anyone else at this point. I would boost into the ball and try and shoot it. Like, I would boost a little bit to the left, obviously. Okay. Let me back up. It was paused, and I kind of forgot how high the ball was bouncing. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Alright, right here, I would boost and then flip to the right. As soon as the ball comes down, boost, flip to the right. Looks like I can't really tell which direction you flipped. Okay, that was a bug. It looks like you flipped to the left, I believe. Looks like you flipped to the left. You want to flip to the right. And when you see Bubba going for this, so I'm going to put slow-mo again. When you see Bubba going for this, I would immediately turn left. Look to steal this boost, if it's there. Look to steal that boost. Rotate out. If that boost wasn't there, depending on how much boost you have, you have options. You can go for this boost, or you can come around here and just watch the play, then rotate back into the midfield. You know, you got options. You're really far out of the play. The ball is in our half, in our corner. No one's in the net. It's really on you to get there. Uh, because I can't get to the back post. I can only stop the ball at front post at this point. You're driving way too far. You're driving way too far on this side of the court. You need to be going more this way. You need to be getting here as fast as possible. Like when you grab, I would suggest turning right so you grab that one boost pad that you just missed right there. And then from there, giving a little boost, then a flip to maintain your boost and be max speed. And that way you can be back on defense. Like, it's actually laughable, and like it looks like you're intentionally trying to dodge the boosts. Okay, there you go. You got one boost pad. Alright, there's a touch. Okay, I don't recommend jumping into this ball. I do not recommend jumping into this ball. I recommend boosting and hard turning into that ball. Because if you hit this ball as it bounces up, or even if it's on its downward bounce, you hit that ball in that way. So imagine you hit it see, you're hitting it on the top end of the ball, so therefore it goes down and just kind of bounces and it doesn't have much power. What you want to do, even in this situation, if you could maintain just straight up hitting this ball this way really hard, boom, then it comes over here and potentially something happens with it. It looks like you do a double jump into the ball, or either a single jump, I'm not sure. It looks like a double jump with this how high as you are in the air. I don't recommend that. Luckily it looks like I reacted in time, and I'm treating it like it's a pass. It would have been an awesome play if I would have scored that, because I basically read, so this is almost like a champ level gameplay decision you just done without even meaning to. I'm not saying what you did was good, like in that same regard, because it was unintentional. It's my champ game sense that read it like it was going to be a pass. But yeah, it was a soft touch, and the enemies didn't expect it, and then I almost shoot it, but I don't think it would have mattered because it looks like I am Zine whatever TV was in position to save the ball. Even if I put a banger on net, even if I put it on as fast as I could, I think he would have got to it. Let's see what I think about this one. I'm gonna slow it down to 50%. Bubba shouldn't be trying to go for this ball, but I think he's mainly doing that because he knows you're back. I don't know. If you had the aerial skills to go up, or at least line yourself up with this and then jump at it, maybe you can beat this guy to the ball and get it over their head. Otherwise, with your current skill level, I would say right here, you make the decision to like, okay, I'm going over here getting this boost, and I'm going right here instead. I'm going right here and I'm waiting back post. Back post is your best friend. You wanna pretty much save the ball. Like, wait until the ball is savable at the last second to save it. Under certain circumstances, obviously. I think this is when you go AFK. I don't know what happened here. What's funny is the ball goes right back to you. Bang, you still get another touch after you went AFK. It's hilarious. Well, I think that's the end of that, because I don't think you play anymore after this. Yeah, there you went. So that's the end of that.